What is going on, everybody? Tim with Morphed Reptiles here, bringing you another video today. I hope everybody is having a great day today and a good week so far. Today, yep, you guys guessed it. It is another clutch drop video. Um, we actually are very excited about this clutch, as this is our first clutch ever here towards our Kiki project, which is the genetic stripe clown. Um, really excited about this. I actually did not even know that this female, I was pretty sure that she ovulated, or I might have seen an ovulation, but I wasn't sure that she was going. We expected her to have her pre-lay shed and everything like that. Well, guess what? She had different plans for us, and we opened her tub last night while we were checking on other females, and boom, she was already laying her clutch, so she should be completely done by now. So yeah, we're gonna pull the clutch, and you guys are gonna come along for the ride. There's gonna be another point in this video where it's a little learning curve. We'll talk about that when we get into it. But as always, I want to give a shout out to B&D Morphs. We got a nice logo on the back, B&D Morphs, Brian. If you guys don't know who he is, go ahead and look him up. He's a breeder out of Florida. Really good friends with Brian over there. He's got some cool stuff that he's always working on, and just a down-to-earth breeder and cool friend. So if you guys haven't, go over and check him out. Give him a follow. So yeah, again, we're gonna jump right into it. Let's get our tub set up and everything going. Alrighty, guys, thank you for sticking with us. As you guys can already tell, when we're doing a clutch video or a clutch drop video or pulling eggs, whatever you want to call it, you guys will always see this little setup in the beginning, because we are trying to reach everybody and help make sure that everybody has a great season. Most of you might be pros, some of you guys might be first timers, so we always just like to give the information and go through so that everybody, sees everything for the first time. But as always, if you have not went through and checked out our other clutch drop videos, girls getting pulled off of eggs, breeding plans, informational videos, slide back over to the channel and be sure to go ahead and give some videos a watch. Go down that rabbit hole when you have some free time. We really appreciate the views, and there's a good amount of information there that you might be able to take into your collection or daily, weekly routines. So, as I stated in the beginning of this video, little bit of a learning curve here, guys. So for the newer breeders or newer keepers that want to get into breeding, one thing that we cannot stress enough is make sure that you have your supplies. Those of you that have watched the other videos, as always, we have our main ingredients that we need. We have our egg bins with our egg trays. We have our scale in the middle. We have this nice container over here with our medium that we use in our incubation boxes, which is vermiculite. And then we always, as always, we have our press and seal, because we love using the press and seal. So, learning curve. Again, this female that we're pulling today, I didn't think she was going to lay as soon as she did. So I don't want to say unprepared, because either way I was unprepared, whether we have girls expecting to lay or not. But we also have other females that are due to lay shortly, so we should have been more prepared. But one of the learning curves is we went to try to pull the clutch last night and realized that I did not have enough vermiculite. Now, before we, again, if you guys go back and watch the other clutch drop videos from this year, 2025, we were using, sorry, I kicked the camera there a little bit, my bad, guys. We were using the fine coarse vermiculite. I have everything narrowed down to a science with that, because we've used it. We bought a big bag. We've used it for probably 4 or 5 years. We've had everything dialed in. Well, today after work, we had to go get some more vermiculite because we were out. We were unprepared. And unfortunately, as you guys can see, we'll put it on the camera. It was the same exact bag that I got the last time, but this stuff is what they call the coarse versus the fine. The stuff that we were using before was the fine. This stuff's the coarse. It's a lot bigger. So I'm not going to change anything, but it's just I just wanted to reiterate that you always got to stay prepared, guys, because you never know when you're going to get a clutch of eggs or something's going to change and you might not have the same option going forward. So always keep that in the back of your mind. Again, I'm pretty much going to go and do what we normally do just to see if the weight is the same. I mean, we should be fine. So here's our fifth one, our fifth scoop, and yeah, it's about the same. So on our old card, on our old tub, right on the vermiculate box for our eggs, we keep this up here just in case so that we know if my wife Rachel or my oldest daughter, if they have to put a clutch of eggs away for some reason, they know, okay, 5 deli cups equals 200 grams ish. And then we do 200 grams of water per egg box and mix it up. So normally before with the fine stuff, 5 deli cups of, I want to say these are, it doesn't even say, it says 350 millimeters. So I think these are like the shallow, I want to say 4 or 6 inch deli cups. We just use this one. I kept it in the bin as always, just because they're cheap and it's easy to reuse. It doesn't go through a lot of wear and tear. So the fine coarse stuff, 5 of these would give me 200 grams. Now with this coarse stuff that we're trying out now, I wasn't ever able to find it. This is what I wanted to use in the beginning, but I wasn't able to find it. It was only the finer stuff, which is, it was fine. It worked. So that's 5 cups, and it came out to 12. So we're basically in the right, in the same area. So I'm not really going to change anything. We're going to do 200, we're 212 on the bedding. We're going to do 212 of the water, and we're just going to keep it going. And, it should be fine. It'll work out. We'll keep an eye on it. But it's the same product, just the flakes are a lot bigger. So it makes it easier to clean up too. All right, so basically 216 of the dry. We're going to go ahead and take that up to 416. And actually, we'll do a little bit extra. Right now, we're at 464, so we ended up totally adding in like 240 or some grams. I'm terrible with math. Don't hate me on that, guys. So again, from the other videos, if you have watched them and been keeping track with what we got going on this year, you can definitely see the difference. It's all, but at the same time, it is actually better, I think. But we're gonna just gonna see what happens. Either way, as long as pretty much with the humidity with the egg boxes, we know our incubator, the temperature of our incubator is not going to change. We have that set, so that's not going to change. Inside the egg box, we're really the main reason why we do this is to honestly keep humidity in there. Some people they use, and just so you can see, we still have the good consistency. There's no water dropping out, and it sticks together. But yeah, basically the real reason why that we use a median in the incubation tub is for humidity. We want to make sure that we're keeping humidity throughout the time that the eggs are incubating. Most people, there are some people that we know, and you guys might know somebody that uses just water in their incubation tubs. It's basically just to keep humidity in and make sure that the eggs don't dry out. So same thing as our other videos. We're just going to push that down. I'm not really seeing too much of a difference in the space. Again, we'll adjust it per clutch that we get. Sometimes our females, they have eggs that are all stuck together. And obviously you guys see I have another egg box right here because we have more than one clutch laid today. But this video, we're only focusing on one. So, yeah. So that's the bedding and the incubation tub setup process. And again, I just wanted to, share that helpful little bit of information. Make sure you guys are staying, your supplies are, you're not running out of supplies. You're not risking running out of supplies because sometimes even at stores, manufacturers change. We also have had instance where you know, they might not sell the same product or something changes. We deal with that with tubs a lot when we use other tubs, especially our incubation tubs, which, by the way, I don't think I've ever mentioned that these incubation tubs are actually from the Container Store. They're just a shoebox tub. Alrighty guys, check out this girl. So this, again, this is our butter. She's had hypo, had genetic stripe, and het clown. I'm not really crazy. If you guys know me or follow Morphed Reptilez, I'm not really crazy about the bell stuff. I'm not really crazy about having butter in here. But we have seen Ozzy has made some cool lesser Kiki combos. I really like that. So we're shooting for the odds. Now, this girl being a butter triple het, the male that we put with her was an orange dream, yellow belly, red stripe, genetic stripe, 100% het clown. So we're aiming here. The best case scenario would be orange dream or Kiki visual. So visual G-stripe clowns, with any combinations of genetics from butter, orange dream, yellow belly, and red stripe. Regardless, if we don't get visuals, everything in this clutch is going to be 100% het genetic stripe because the dad's a visual genetic stripe. And anything not het clown, or not visual clown, excuse me, if it's not visual clown, we'll have to test because it is a het to het 100% on both sides, but at the same time, you know, you got to have the visual for the recessive to be 100% het. So those will end up being 66% het. So we'll have to do some testing over at shedtesting.com with Charlie. But at the same time, with this girl being 100% het hypo, our male doesn't have hypo. So either way, we are going to be testing these babies because I want to know if we got lucky to hit any of the het hypo that transferred over. So for all of your shed testing needs, be sure to go over and hit up Charlie at shedtesting.com and he'll get you taken care of. So now that we've done rambling on, we're going to take this girl off the eggs and see how many eggs she gave us. Alrighty guys, here we have it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 eggs. I was about to say good eggs, but we don't know if they're good yet, but we're gonna go through that now. So we'll pull our incubation. Look, we already got humidity in there. Alrighty guys, so here we have it. We have 5 eggs. Luckily, again, none of our eggs stuck together, so we're good with that. We can lay everything flat. And I'm gonna shut the lights out. Check. I knew where my flashlight was. Alright guys, let's see if we got some good stuff. Alright, we see veins. I see veins. See veins. These are some really, really good eggs. Again, to show off, you guys can see that it's a healthy baby. Or healthy egg, I should say. So now that we know we have veins, get that light back on. Alright, next up, we go in with our plastic wrap. And again, I had a couple people ask me, you know, don't your eggs touch the top of the plastic wrap? And like I said, guys, look, you can see I pressed down one hole, 2 sides, and then we'll take this one and I'll pull it tight and then seal it so that we do have that gap between the eggs and the press and seal. The humidity is going to build up and there's going to be water droplets, but we're not worried about that. And then once you press the tub, if you guys use these same tubs, once you put the lid on there, it kind of snugs it and stretches it out again anyways. So, all right, so we have 5 eggs, 0 slugs. And then we're number 6, 2025. Clutch cards all written down, ready to go with the eggs into the incubator. So again, this is from a butter triple het hypo Kiki, which is G-stripe clown, to a orange dream, yellow belly, red stripe, visual G-stripe, 100% het clown. Super excited to see this. 5 eggs isn't terrible. We'll take it. 1 egg's better than no eggs. Alrighty, guys. So here's our mom. Her tub's been clean now that we put all the eggs and everything away. Tub's been clean, brand new bedding, everything's cleaned out. We've wiped out her spot in the ARS rack, and we're going to go ahead and put her away. Talk about an exciting clutch, guys. I mean, come on now. Who doesn't want to see orange dream, butter, red stripe, yellow belly, G-stripe, clown het hypos? I mean, we want to see that. So hopefully, guys, we can get some G-stripe clown visuals. You know, the odds aren't really stacked in our favor, but at the same time, you know, it doesn't hurt to try. This is what we had with the project, so is what we proceeded with this year. Obviously, we're definitely looking for double visual holdbacks. And that's the main goal. So be sure to keep an eye out for the clutch reveal. When those eggs hatch out, we are going to be keeping our post up to date when clutches are coming. You know, we're getting close to them hatching and stuff like that. So be sure to go over and hit us up on Instagram, give us a follow, and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so that you can see the video when we see all the snakes that, you know, we've been breeding this year. All the eggs start hatching. It's going to be an insane season, and we cannot wait. And you guys don't want to miss out on that because it's going to be some cool stuff, I promise you. So yeah, again, thanks for checking out this video and tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.